Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2. We are here with game number 3 between RoX.KIS and virtus.pro, and we'll see which one of these two teams will be moving on to the playoffs. We are here with Group A for, of course, the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament, and one of these two teams will be joining IC Cup, who already made it through of Group A. virtus.pro or RoX.KIS will be joining them, and only one of those can continue. It is 1-1. This is game number 3, and I am joined by co-caster Vykromond. But before I let him speak, we are also here, of course, with Statsman Musik, who is providing you with all the in-game knowledge that you want to hear, or you want to see rather, because you won't hear him. But yeah, Vykromond, you will be audible. Audible? Is that a word? Yeah.
Good solid intro work. I'm happy to be back. And RoX really not wanting to go up against that OD. He really is just a beast in the mid lane. And now VP have to decide whether to ban Treant or not. I think that's what's going on here.
Let's see which one they're going to let through. Of course, first pick for RoX, so Batrider or Tree.
Yeah.
Gonna be in the hands, and they give away Batrider. So virtus.pro, they're not even banning out something else. Like, otherwise you would have banned something else out so that at least they will be able to pick up either Tree or a Batrider, but they lost with the Tree earlier, so they don't want to have to pick it again. And then they go for the Nature's Prophet and the Weaver. So Nature's Prophet and Weaver have been two banned out heroes earlier today, and we'll see Nature's Prophet for the first time today. He has been banned out almost every single game.
Yeah, VP definitely love this Nature's Prophet if they can have it. They've just been trying to keep RoX.KIS away from it. And now they get the opportunity with the Batrider coming through, and they take the Weaver for themselves. Maybe something that Tron would have loved to pick up for the third or fourth game today.
Yeah. They go for a Rubik instead. We see him a very early pickup on the Rubik. But not the Shadow Demon. And, well, they're gonna probably ban it out because, of course, Shadow Demon a bit of a counter towards that Batrider. But in the Rubik, well, want to just have their own setup, disable already there. And the Anti-Mage is the one that gets picked or gets banned out right now first by virtus.pro. Interestingly enough. I mean, I think we're gonna see something different this game.
Yeah, the AM ban is, I don't know. Nexus does like playing carries like Anti-Mage, the general style. The Visage ban much less surprising. I mean, if he makes it through to the second phase, usually you're going to see that hero banned out simply because he is so strong in the Tri-v-Tri context. And the Gyrocopter ban definitely not that surprising. Even though Nexus hit a wall last game, it's not really anything about the hero. It's just he didn't manage to succeed with it.
True. Visage indeed banned out. Gyro. Carry is banned out all around by virtus.pro. We still have the Luna in the pool. Of course, there was one that we saw banned out previously. I'm not really expecting her to be here, but I just want to point it out that she is still in. Bane is going to be another ban out here. Shadow Demon still in the pool.
Yeah. He's a hero who's losing a bit of popularity. I mean, his win rate is not that fantastic. He does bring a lot of versatile tools, and he's very good against Batrider. So VP may secure him fourth, just because he is really, really good against Bat, or as good as anybody can be against Bat. It's a tremendously strong hero.
Well, we'll see. Batrider. Well, they can't really RoX.KIS rather. They can't really pick up the SD themselves.
They've got Lifestealer though.
Oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, Shadow Demon and Rubik don't really have a lot of synergy though.
SD wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, it doesn't have fantastic synergy with Rubik, but it will keep somebody in place for a very long time. You've got both Telekinesis and Disruption.
True. I would like to see it on virtus.pro though, especially because Nyx Assassin and Shadow Demon makes for very aggressive supports.
It does. Yeah, I think VP would love to take SD. I don't really see any reason why they wouldn't. They've got this tri-lane SD Weaver Nyx, not bad at all. Soulcatcher quite good with Weaver because of his pretty good sustained damage.
Let's see though, they're taking their time, taking into the bonus time to decide what they want to pick up here. I mean, Batrider can be fulfilling multiple roles. They might want to secure a Clockwork for themselves again, if they can. It did work, like, even though they didn't win, that Clockwork still did a lot of work.
Yeah, I think Clockwork wouldn't be bad here. Weaver can respond to the hook in by using time lapse, so that's one thing. Coddle, interesting. I think they smell a potential 3v3 and they want.
Really?
Huh, okay. Well, the thing about this Phantom Lancer is now if RoX. So actually this is a really neat pick from VP because they pick it at the earliest possible moment that RoX can no longer counter it all that effectively. The Anti-Mage has some cleave with Battle Fury. The Gyro is great against Phantom Lancer. And RoX.KIS just picked their second support, so they can't do something like Earthshaker at this point. It's going to be very difficult. So it's a really, really smart pickup of the Phantom Lancer. RoX are going to have to scramble to deal with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, they also
You seem disappointed. You're all
yeah,
silent
because
now.
I'm like thinking they picked it up real fast, right? Like
they picked it up
had
as soon
the
as
chance
they saw
and
that
then
RoX,
boom.
Yeah. As soon as they saw RoX take a support rather than a core, and that
Yeah, but
support
also
isn't Earthshaker.
the
yeah.
support.
Yeah.
Like Keeper of the Light, is that something like, did they pick it up just because they don't want RoX to have it as well?
Yeah, that's part of it. RoX.KIS could do the Phantom Lancer, and it would be very effective on their side. I think that's another good reason why they would take it. I mean, I think it's both good for their composition, and it's good for RoX.KIS not to have excess.
Yeah, we'll see what they... Oh, and... Like,
But I think even if it wasn't Keeper, even if it was Rubik, like Lesh, they would still take the PL.
Okay, fair enough. We've got a Lich ban out for the last one. Virtus.pro, they still have the chance to pick up the Shadow Demon if they want to. Kind of surprised it just gets ignored.
At this point, they definitely should. I think it'd be great. It's great with Phantom Lancer.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let's take
know.
the
It's like, what are they doing? But they do like the Disruptor a lot. They play it often. So we're gonna see that one. We have the Clockwork still getting banned out, so that's something that RoX can't pick up anymore. But RoX still could pick up a Shadow Demon, I think, but that would force one of these supports into a mid of semi-carry role, and there's really...
Well, it would have to be the SD mid. He's not that bad of a mid, actually.
True, but he doesn't really transfer into the late game, and if you have a lineup that Virtus.pro has, you need more than just... Like, yeah.
I agree. I'm interested in what VP are going to run mid. Is it going to be Nature's Prophet, I guess?
5 seconds remaining.
Or the Nyx?
No way. I mean, who supports PL then? PL
The Disruptor.
is horrible. No, they can't survive that dual lane. They lose it instantly.
But it's
to
not an aggressive
trial.
trialing coming off from RoX. You think so?
They can. If they're a Nyx mid, you'll immediately see them rotating.
And that's where it comes into play to start swapping around.
Yeah, definitely.
They should swap.
They should swap. They should put Tame My Wild on the Nyx Assassin and then swap him. That would be pretty funny.
Or Tamar Wild upon the Disruption.
But doesn't swap cost gold? Oh no, it doesn't.
No, it needs to be random.
Yeah,
And
not
these
unless
people
you
don't random.
No, they would not. You actually can't random to get more gold in Captain's mode.
Unfortunately.
You can let the time tick down, but you don't get extra gold.
That would be quite luxurious. Luxurious?
That would be an interesting choice. Would it be worth randoming? No, it almost never would.
No.
But that extra gold is nice.
Unless you get very lucky.
Yeah, very, very, very lucky.
Random gold OD. Hell yeah. Make it happen. But yeah, I mean, they're taking their time. This is all the time they have left. I mean, RoX could of course use this time also to decide how they're gonna lane, what they're gonna do. And they pick up a Queen of Pain. So Batrider will be on the off lane solo or safe lane solo / jungle. And Queen of Pain will be mid. And we are gonna be having a trial lane coming off from the other three. Looks like we are gonna see a Nature's Prophet or Weaver mid though, because of course, I mean...
Yeah, could be Weaver mid.
Unless there's gonna be some swapping.
But Weaver doesn't have the easiest time with Queen of Pain. Nature's Prophet actually has a little bit better of a time. Neither of them have a great time. That's really what this Queen of Pain pick is about. It's like, well, we know you're going to run a non-traditional mid, so we want to punish you as heavily as we possibly can for it.
I like it. And they can do that, and they go for a Weaver mid.
Well, unless they swap.
I'm really hoping that they do.
This is your new strategy, right? The
Yeah.
swapping.
But no, actually, Timo, well, look at that. That's why it took so long. He still had to turn on the wings. He's got wings.
True.
Awesome
He
sauce.
does. He's got the... He mostly has the Ember set, but rather than the antennas, he's using the wings. It looks really cool.
Do
actually.
you think he got those wings because he bet on the right person in the favorite thingy? Compendium thing?
Well, they're not the favored ones, so no.
Well,
VP actually won the first favored, didn't they?
I don't know. I haven't...
So one of them, I know that one of VP's members has the favored armored exoskeleton wings, but I don't know which one it is.
I'm afraid to lock in a favorite team.
Oh, really? Come on, do it.
But I don't have a real favorite team. Like, it differs per week. And if you have chosen, you can't unchoose it.
Yeah, but you're wasting time by not choosing anything, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know which one to pick. So
oh, okay, so VP doesn't have the favored wings. So the wings went to Ling. That's interesting. The wings went to Ling. The winning team was VP, but they didn't get the wings. They got a bunch of other cool items.
Okay.
Like they got Itzy
And it's the players that win something, right? I can't win anything.
If the winning, yeah, it's only players that are participating in TI3. So a team wins, so every single player on the team gets a free. I think it has to be a like mythical or better. So it's a really good deal actually for being a professional player.
Yeah, but we don't get anything from it.
Yes, we don't get anything.
I just want to point that out. So why would I lock in my favorite? Why am I losing time for?
Wow, you don't want to support esports?
I do, but what do I get in return? And I might pick wrong. I don't
There's
have
no
a
such thing as
favorite.
picking wrong though.
But there, like I switch. Like right now, I have Tong Fu as favorite, but a TI2, a tier 3, I want to have a Western team winning.
Okay.
But I don't know yet which one. The one that looks best at that time. I'm very like, I don't care, just as long as the team wins. Because normally the team that I start to root for actually starts losing.
Well, it doesn't have to be a team you root for. Just a team that you want for your compendium victories to go towards bolstering.
So.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to pick
but
one.
the team the team that I want to get most items.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then why does it differ per week?
Well, no, it's only because they don't want just one team to only be the one to get items, right? Like they want to make sure that a lot of different teams have the opportunity to actually win.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you pick one team because you know that's not the only team that's going to get items. A bunch of other teams will also get items. If you don't want to like lock a team in because it means like you're the fan, just use a different like selection algorithm. Be like, I'm going to pick a team that I think not a lot of people will pick so that maybe they have a shot at mythicals when they otherwise wouldn't. Like be a charity compendium chooser. Anyway, should we introduce the teams, I guess?
We shall introduce the teams. Tamar Wild with the mythical wings, playing the Weaver, going towards that solo mid role, going for a fast battle. Arsart playing his Nyx Assassin as a support role. And of course we have got an S on the Disruptor this game. On the top lane it is Illidan Stormrage, or otherwise known as Airman. He will be taking on the carry role, and those two supports that I mentioned earlier will be joining him on the lane. And Xi will be on the Nature's Prophet, and he has been pulled. Clarities. Arsart donated 2, he's got a Ring of Basilis, he will be going towards the bottom lane to begin with, but when he realizes that there is actually a tri lane there, he'll probably rotate into the jungle.
Yeah, I think he'll probably eventually end up jungling one way or another. Looking up towards RoX.KIS on the Radiant side. Nexus on this carry Alchemist role, actually cutting a lot of trees already, so they definitely want to get this jungle going with Keeper of the Light, which will be played by Yol. The other support, of course, being Vanskor. He'll be piloting up the Rubik. That leaves Business Perfect in the mid as Queen of Pain to face up against the Weaver, and Tron, I guess, in a mostly jungle capacity as Batrider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is going for a bottle as well, though.
Interesting. I mean, because of Batrider jungle and where he hangs out on the Radiant side, which is these two camps, you can actually just deliver the bottle on the way to getting it to the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it's not that big of a... The nerf didn't really nerf him that much.
It's okay. Also, yeah, Queen of Pain also has good rune control, so she doesn't always need bottle ferried.
Yeah, and Arsart comes in to harass BCC a little bit, takes a tower hit, 2 even, as a thank you though, but is able to harass him a bit away, and that will give Weaver a bit of an easier lane. Mana burn is going to be there as well, but I think it's okay. Tamar Wild is getting some extra freedom with it, and he is now a bit ahead in terms of experience. Look at that, he's level 2, while BCZ is only level 2 just now as well.
Yeah. They need to use some of their support time to make sure that Weaver can be solid in an otherwise difficult lane, so I think it's a smart decision. Actually, Business Perfect is very low already. If Arsart comes over again, no, he does blink out. But this is delicate with Arsart hanging around.
Yeah. Tamar Wild also taking a ton of harassment. He still has 3 tangos, and the courier is actually on the way with the bottle. So that will help out a ton. And that might actually allow him to try and go for a dive, because BCZ, he doesn't have his bottle just yet. I'm not even sure if he wants to go for it. He of course went for the Null Talisman very early on to get some early extra harass here in the lane. And, I mean, he doesn't have any extra mana almost left. He only got 100 left.
He's gonna need to bottle just because of how much time Arsart is spending. It's basically a dual mid with Arsart.
Yeah, look at those Gemini attacks. They're starting to be really, really annoying. And Arsart already sitting ready again with the next mana burn if need be.
Yeah. Arsart is selling a tons. Wow, that's a really bad winner.
That's really low.
Yeah. Ulk does have some capability to cleave, whether he gets Battle Fury or Mjolnir, which we haven't seen lately, but Battle Fury... Oh, they got
Telekinesis,
Tamer Wild.
Wild. There's a Centivore down as well. He has to be careful. He can't expect to get away with that. And he might actually go down. He does have Bottle Charge, though, and it's only level 1 Shadow Strike. Arsart's going to be able to get away there, as we do have a Bet Rider that is about to die. But there's creeps that won't be able to kill him.
Close call for Tron, but he should continue to be okay in this lane. And honestly, so far, it's hard to say who's actually getting the advantage. The fact that Weaver and Phantom Lancer are farming well, I think puts VP in pretty good shape. But of course, Nexus is doing quite well also, and he is going that Greevil's Greed max first. So the faster Alchemist can get big. Oh, mid.
Yeah, they go after him. Actually, they are going to try and dive. No.
No, they don't. Not without
Arsart though, oh my god, this is hurting ton. There's no mana. There's actually enough mana for a blink, but he doesn't have anything else. And actually, that dive, that might be kill. I'm gonna kill the Gemini. Oh my god, he's stuck.
He's stuck.
And he can't. He doesn't have mana for a blink.
Lol. And no money for bottle. He's completely stuck.
This is so stupid. Yeah, funny.
R.I.P. to those who didn't die. Now he's wishing he died, because he has no way to get out of here. They need to bring somebody over.
Yeah, they
Bat
bring
needs
something.
To Firefly.
Oh, Tangos.
Okay, it's alright. Yeah.
There we go.
Tangos. Nice.
But he still has to go back to base.
Yeah.
Walking.
Yeah.
Or actually, he's gonna stick around. Bit risky, but we'll deal with it. He does have a blink again, so that's good for him. And Tamer Wild also thinks about, like, oh, she was away for a long time, and her HP doesn't really look that much better. Interestingly enough. Arsart's still back towards the top lane though, and he's now level 2, so he has got that Impale as well.
Yeah, Arsart, at this point, I think some levels are going to be very useful for Nyx Assassins. They could leave the Queen of Pain alone for a little bit and just get levels so we can come back and pressure more later.
Radiant's top tower is
Now there's a dive here from Tamer Wild.
Alchemist, by the way, 2,000 gold up, so let's see what he goes for.
Oh. Fast Shadow Blade I think would be okay here. Just to make sure that he is ready earlier than the Phantom Lancer would be. Like a lot.
He is, and it's very important. Yeah, like we talked about it. Alchemist has to be big way before Phantom Lancer is big to get the advantage, but he's got so much gold.
He can
though.
go for Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but honestly, Shadow Blade is usually better.
Yeah, very high win rate for the Nyx Assassin and Disruptor, by the way. Combination that virtus.pro uses often as well, and a lot of other teams do as well. I mean, it's just a decent... well, it's not really specifically the combination that makes it decent, it's just Nyx Assassin and support really decent as BZZ. By the way, BZZ is having such a tough time here.
Shadow Demon, yeah, he really is. It's shocking just how well this Weaver is doing. Just that early help of Nyx Assassin has really put the Weaver in a comfortable position where he has the level advantage.
Yeah, oh, Glimpse back!
Glimpse!
And he can still blink, but it's only level 1, and that is going to be Tamer Wild with max movement speed, able to get the kill. First blood for Tamer Wild. Weaver, Queen of Pain. Oh, that was a bit of a weird time lapse, but hey, we'll deal with that. Like, awkward. He used his stick charges before he time lapsed, and therefore he was lower on HP when he time lapsed than before.
That's really funny. That's unfortunate. The thing about the Nyx Disruptor is that Disruptor's main disadvantage is no stuns and not great early presence, whereas Nyx Assassin has, I've heard it described as 2 Ravages, because this Impale can hit like 3 targets and so can Spike Carapace. So he makes up for the lack of disables with like hyper disables.
Yep. In the meantime, BZZ is still level 4, while Tamer Wild at level 6. And I mean, he's still playing very, very aggressive. BZZ, look at that harassment. He still has a bottle, of course. But as does Tamer Wild, even though the bottle is actually empty. So he'll have the courier coming towards him probably after delivering some items. Even though, well, Tamer Wild has got his treads ready. We do have also Illidan picking up himself the Alacrity Blade, and that will mean this Diffusal Blade soon, hopefully. And
he's gonna
Battle
rush
Fury
Diffusal.
Nexus.
Actually, he could rush Yasha, which accelerates your farm a little more than Diffusal early on. Yeah, but yeah, Alchemist Battle Fury. So he is going to try to just outfarm very heavily around the 20-ish minute mark. And my only concern about this is you've given PL complete free farm, so he's going to get bigger earlier as well, even if he won't be quite as big as the Alchemist. So I don't know. I feel like RoX.KIS are really paying for the decision not to act aggressive tri-lane. Sure, Alchemist Keeper of the Light Rubik isn't that strong, but they allowed the supports to spend so much more of their time making sure that Tamer Wild didn't lose mid. Oh, Tamer Wild might die to the...
He actually will. Well, I'm disconnected.
Yeah, we had a few disconnects, but nonetheless, yeah, Weaver went down. That was really nice play from BZZ. They have very nice Scream of Pain, just clipping the edge onto Weaver. That's a kill they badly needed, because that's what I'm saying. VP, because there was no pressure on PL, Nyx and Disruptor could both use their time to secure the mid lane for them, which otherwise they wouldn't have won.
A few disconnects from casters, all.
Casters, yeah.
Okay. So,
Three casters DC'd, weirdly enough.
oh yeah, the reconnects come in as well. Could you tell people that are listening in Dota TV to toggle casters?
Yes. If you are listening in-game, make sure that you toggle this channel off and on so you can actually hear Sheever, otherwise you will not.
Exactly, and we see Vanscore actually going down. Lasso up on Rstart though. He does have a Spike Carapace, he will turn it on, Illuminate will still fly through. That is going to be a Shadow Strike. Rstart will end up going down. Lands a nice Impale, might... Nope, doesn't get Yul. Yul lives, and that is going to be a 2-for-2 score in the end. With, well, a 1-for-1 trade there on the top lane as well. Thank you.
I guess it's the server is just shucking casters one after the other, because that's our stats guy losing connection as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I think that was a really good pickup for RoX.KIS. 2 kills. Oh, Nexus is in a lot of trouble, actually, with this Weaver chase.
He wishes he had a Shadow Blade, otherwise, you know... He
does.
does have his... No, he has his Battle Fury, not a Shadow Blade.
Bad.
But...
That's unfortunate. He finishes the Shadow Blade, the Battle Fury, and he's going to lose 30 seconds of farming with it. That's the last thing you want on Alchemist.
Yeah. And Rstart now at level 6 as well, so we'll be able to go for a bit more aggression. And this is actually quite nice. Like, you have got and a Vendetta and Tame Wild that can come in afterwards, and a Nature's Prophet that can TP in as you drop.
They're stealing the stacked jungle camps that... Oh, if they... The more of these they steal, the worse it is, because the Alchemist really wants to Acid Spray and just knock them all down with the Acid Spray and the Battle Fury.
Yep, and that will be Vanscorf going down for the second time within a couple of minutes, and that is indeed stacks of creeps taken out.
Yeah.
They should be taken out. They're not even trying though.
They will, they will.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh yeah.
That's really bad. That's so much support time and effort wasted, and the Battle Fury decreased in effectiveness.
Yeah, look at that delta split from the creeps, by the way.
Yeah, right?
That's kind of funny. And this is actually KSI TPing out. Tame Wild and Rstart are just clearing out this one stack. I don't think they're gonna try to go for the other, knowing that there's other people around there as well.
Top tower might drop too.
Yeah. Nice Impale still hits upon the Alchemist, perhaps. Still got some creeps with it.
He just wanted the creeps. He's like, I don't care how many people are there. I am going to get my farm. Damn it all, I will get my farm. So he does clear out one set of camps, and they get the deny top. So could have been worse for RoX, but definitely a snag in their plans.
Yeah. Tame Wild, in the meantime, being from the lane for quite a long time, is actually losing a bit of gold that way. He is second highest for his net worth for his team. I mean, highest on the list is the Alchemist. I'm not even, like, that's gonna be there for a little while longer. Phantom Lancer, though, he's keeping up a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing very well. On GPM, he's only about 70 behind this Grievel's Greed maxing Battle Fury Alchemist. Alchemist will get farther ahead, but PL's gonna be really happy with his progress so far, in my opinion.
Yep, and the Diffusal Blade will be on soon. In the meantime, we have got a Vendetta, Nyx Assassin looking for a kill. He is running between 3 people. Here comes Tame Wild as well. Here gets the Impale up on 2. That's going to be 1 dead. Here comes the second one. Spike Carapace goes on just in case. They will be able to get Joel as well. That's 2 kills in the meantime. Oh, Nexus, do you really want to do this? Charges up his stun. Won't be hitting it, just hits himself with it. Tame Wild with the double damage rune. I mean, really, there's no support that can live through that.
No. VP are doing very, very well for themselves. The PL's getting free farm. The Weaver has become a very terrifying force. He actually has 1700 gold, so he can make something quite effective. And Rstart hitting 6 fast has helped them a lot. He may die here, but still.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Vendetta. He goes for an Impale, still gets a double Impale, but he will end up dropping indeed. In the meantime, here comes Tame Wild, still has a double damage rune ticking, and he goes for BCZ. He might be able to get the kill there, and that's not a kill. Might be the bug. Yeah, that's a kill. Not the bug, but Tame Wild still.
He had to stop to try to fight the bug.
Yeah, otherwise the bug would have killed him regardless.
Yeah. Neat.
Neat, yeah. That's gonna be Tame Wild having his ultimate orb ready.
I hate the Lincoln's rush, but it's okay.
Oh well.
Nexus in trouble. Though.
Yeah, Galim is back into the kinetic field. Static Storm there up on as well. Still charging up a stun, but it doesn't matter. And Ness takes the kill, even after he gets stunned.
Yeah, I mean he got the Battle Fury super fast, but he hasn't used it to farm effectively. In fact, since he got the Battle Fury, his like creep kills per minute has dropped dramatically, just because he started dying.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
I mean, with that Weaver, you already said it. Like he's been bottom
Yeah, I don't know.
since he went middle, and Nexus can't really do anything
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And in the meantime,
They
there goes
should've-
Tron. Because
You were
Tron hasn't
completely
left
right.
the jungle
They-
yet. He's still building towards his blink dagger.
Ouch.
Can't get it.
And he had it there if he hadn't died, I think.
Yeah. Okay, it was very
That's
close.
really rough.
top tower.
This is actually kind of falling apart for RoX, and I'm really worried. I think the fast Shadow Blade, as you said, would have been the right choice. Because now, look at the GPM. His is falling, and Illidan's is rising. They're converging, and that's very, very, very bad.
Yeah, and that's already a diffuser blade ready, so even if Illidan is now in a fight, he wouldn't be completely useless. It's gonna be Hannah
No.
Midas up on Xai, who's already farming okay-ish. In terms of, at least in terms of net worth, he is higher than the supports, I guess that's okay-ish. He's not died yet. Hannah Midas was his
Vanscore.
first, ooh, Vanscore. That again, Disruptor, that was a solo kill, never mind. Weaver was there. I almost didn't see him
Yeah.
there. But yeah. That was another kill. Mana Boots. Look at the warding from virtus.pro. They have got the entire Radiant jungle covered. And it's just claimed as their own. And they have got their own jungle still as well. Like next to that.
Exactly. Their jungle is PL space, and now the opposing jungle is just prevent anybody from being able to get into this jungle space.
Yeah, and that's
They,
gonna
wow,
be
they
the
got another
Alchemist
kill on
again.
next.
Vendetta being used for that by Arsart, Impale, Lance. Illidan getting himself an assist there. Blink Dagger's now still up for the Bed Rider. Maybe Tron can do something with that, and he needs to.
Yeah.
He is the only one right now that
Dive
can.
mid, by the way. They do get C.
Oh, that's
nice
a good kill.
Travels
Because he and it's in Tron and BZZ are the only two that can pull this game back together for RoX right now and buy some time for that Alchemist to farm up and actually make use of the Battle Fury that he has. In the meantime, last two up and in the dust is already gone. Can he get himself away? He actually purchased the dust off. He doesn't have enough mana for a double walk though, and it's on cooldown as well, and he will end up going down. That's gonna be a good kill for RoX.KIS. In the meantime, yeah, that Shadow Strike should have killed him off. In the meantime, they do lose their Rubik again,
Radiant's middle
who was in the mid lane and died, obviously, up against a lot of people. That's about where he died. And that might be a tier 1 tower, but they actually go diving for Yul. And Yul, I mean, he's got boots, but he gets glimpsed back inside the kinetic field. That's gonna be Yul dead. Maybe they still get the tower. In the meantime, another dive as KSI actually tried to get something, didn't end up getting it, ends up TPing himself out into safety regardless. He actually TPs himself so that he can get his Hand of Midas still some use there. Come on, use it. There we go. And the tier 1 tower
Nice.
mid drops.
Yeah. The name of the game for VP is map control, and they're securing it. They've cleared out all the tier 1 towers now. They've got this Nyx Assassin leveling pretty well. He's actually level 10, so he's higher level than Batrider is. And he's tied with Alchemist on levels. It's like, yeah. He tried to defuse himself to remove the Shadow Strike. That's pretty funny. Look at Nexus, now in a tremendous amount of trouble. Again, the Battle Fury is not paying off. He's not able to get around. He's not able to survive. They're not getting the farm that they would want with this approach. They went safe lane, they went fast Battle Fury, and neither of those decisions paid off. The safe lane just led to Weaver getting scarier and scarier, and the Battle Fury has led to nothing much of anything. So, RoX.KIS to stabilize, I'm not even sure. They have to get control back in their jungle somehow, even if it takes 4 players to do it.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I mean, we saw Arsart sacrificing some of his levels to get that head start for Tamer Wild in the mid lane as the glimpse back inside the kinetic field from. This is going to be a solo kill for NS. Like, he picks up Yul, no problem. And I mean, Arsart now is level 11. He's got himself a Blink Dagger. Rubik goes down on the other side of the map as well. As actually, what's Tron doing here? Did they want to try again? Maybe they do. Queen of Pain is on their way as well. They might be able to get this with the Blink in Lasso.
Yeah, he's got Blink, so
Yeah.
that's something.
Doppelwalk is actually on cooldown.
Oh, he couldn't get the lasso range.
And that's gonna be 3 people rotating top for nothing at all. Nexus gets some farm out of this though. That's nice-ish.
But Tamar Wild is done with Lincolns, and we've been having stats about how fast people have been hitting their items. This is quite fast Lincolns. 16 minutes for Weaver. In the mid, which is an unusual Weaver lane. This is very, very good. And now that he's hit Lincolns quickly enough, he can now go, damage items with a clear conscience.
Yeah, I agree. And I think like virtus.pro, they are so dominant on the map right now. They're just choking RoX.KIS to death. Like, they are not farming in their own jungle. They're not farming in the enemy jungle. They can't really farm on the lane apart from when they're with 3 or more people, in which case they have to share experience, and that's really painful. I mean, Nexus is level 11, which is nice, but you still want to have more levels. Wait a second, Illidan will end up still going down, so that's something. Again, they lose the Rubik for it though, second time. That was just a solo kill for Nyx Assassin, who was using his Vendetta and everything else. I mean, they lose Illidan, which is not good.
No.
But it's not like, for example, Alchemist is not there for the kills.
Exactly. Phantom Lancer is dying more than they'd like, but it's in service of a good cause, and the cause is to choke off Nexus and make sure he can't get farm. I mean, how long ago did Alchemist get Battle Fury, and since then the only thing he's added is Treads? Like, he has nothing since then.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad. Like, he's died 4 times. He didn't die before he had his Battle Fury.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Lincoln's now being popped there for Tame Wild. Gonna be trying to do something here. Apparently, no teammates coming in though. They're just with the 2 of them up against 5 people. But RoX.KIS, they don't want to go in out of fear of something happening. In the meantime, oh, Arsart, he walks into a central ward, goes for Yol. We'll still be able to pick up the kill there, but we'll end up getting a stun in the face because of it, and that's actually not going to be hurting him at all. And he just gets away afterwards. He can still blink if he wants to. Blink.
He can, he will. When your Nyx Assassin hits blink, sorry, hits 6 faster than the... Oh, okay, nice blink. Nice.
Yep.
A Nyx Assassin hitting a fast 6 against opponents who aren't level 5 is very strong. A Nyx Assassin hitting a fast 11 against supports, one of whom is still not level 6, it's horrible because the Vendetta will almost one-shot people.
Yeah. It's just... I mean, that Keeper of Light is just really sad right now. Every single... Like, Rubik as well, though. I mean, they're level 5, level 6. They're up against level 11. Nyx Assassin. That's like your worst nightmare, as Yol finds himself Tamer Wild. Also not something he can really afford. Although this time he might be able to TP out. He actually is able to TP out. There was still a hit flying towards him. Actually, it gets disjointed. Gets disjointed by the TP.
Yeah, I didn't think that would actually disjoint, but it doesn't matter. They do finally find Arsart, but they have to... They're spending lassos at this point, Sheever, to kill Nyx, the number 4 of the other team.
And the number 4 of the other team is the same level as the number 1 of RoX team. As there's also level 11 still up on Nexus. He's almost level 12 though, he's actually building towards a BKB. Will help out some, but it will still not give him the damage to deal with everybody of Virtus.pro. And this will be a Roshan for Virtus.pro. What an army of Treants he has here.
Yeah, it's Xi and his entire Sunshine Band coming in here to take the Roshan.
And he has a Shadow Blade now as well, Xi that is.
He does. His levels are horrible, but his farm is actually fine, so it's okay.
We say levels are horrible, but they're still too low.
Still better than RoX.KIS.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, the pain. I mean, this is a Disruptor that's level 11 as well. I mean, that's just... I mean, that a Nyx Assassin is level 11, he normally is in a little bit more kills than what Nyx Assassin... what an Assassin on the Disruptor. But even Disruptor, he's got solo kills and all that jazz. He hasn't died yet. He has been in 6 kills. He has 3 kills for himself. He is 3-0-3.
Yeah,
and they find Nexus.
Honestly...
Can they take him down? Kinetic Field, Static Storm are already there. Here comes Illidan. We'll go for Lance and we'll get the kill. And that's going to be KSI's Nature's Prophet Ultimate Nature's Wrath. Getting the kill. Vanscore looking for a way out. Won't be able to run though. And he just dies. Like, he is 0-8-0.
Ouch!
Yes.
I did not notice that, but that is... Oh my god. Every single kill that RoX.KIS have gotten... It's on the Queen of Pain. I mean, Queen of Pain's having a decent game, but...
Yeah, that's actually Yol again down. I mean, Disruptor gets himself another kill. There's no surprise there. But yeah, you're right. Actually, not entirely.
I'm not sure how that works out. I think maybe the creeps killed
Yeah,
somebody
there's
else.
a tower kill somewhere in there. But he does have an assist for that one.
He does have an assist for that one. So
yeah.
Biz, I mean, this Queen of Pain pickup was to dominate the mid. I just feel like they didn't do their diligence to dominate the mid enough, because Tame My Wild has just covered so much of the early game by being very, very scary and high damage, along with the supports, and then that's left room for Illidan, even with 2 deaths, to just be just fine.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, that's... Yol has the worst performance in terms of being able to... But that's the thing, Keeper of the Light, if he doesn't get early levels... Oh, actually, nice kill on C top. Again, this is perfect setting.
And actually, BZ with that has got his BKB ready.
Oh no, Keeper of the Light. Bye. Goodbye. Have a nice day. That's the thing, Keeper of the Light, he's extremely squishy. He has horrible base strength that got nerfed. And Nyx Assassin has... How many levels on him? 7 extra levels on him.
Yep. Spike Carapace goes up, Blim's back for Vanskor though, and Vanskor will end up going down. Maybe he gets an assist this time though, because Arsar taking a lot of damage and will end up going down. That is gonna be something. Nexus getting a kill. He is taking a lot of lances to the face as well as BZZ has wasted his first 10-minute BK, or 10 seconds rather, BKB. 10 minute would be quite powerful, but RoX, look at Vanskor. 0-9-1. Booyah. Sorry, I'm mean.
No, it's good to be on the board at least. It's just, I don't know how RoX.KIS actually can win this. After a pretty impressive game 1, they've really struggled game 2 and 3. Game 2 was, I think, most execution. Game 3, I have some quibbles with their strategy, I feel. I don't know. They put themselves in a hard position unnecessarily, I feel. Nyx Assassin now with Blade Mail, so he can serve even more of an initiation role.
Yep, and he can Spike Carapace and Blade Mail.
Awesome. And we just talked about Blade Mail. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, if he stands in that Sonic Wave, for example, for Queen of Pain, awesome. Though Queen of Pain does have the BKB.
She does, yeah. But she's gonna have to use it earlier than she might want to, as a result.
Yeah. Let's see, though. I mean, they're first in their base right now. And there are some aggressive wardings coming up from virtus.pro. The question is, when does virtus.pro feel ready to try and go high ground?
When Phantom Lancer hits Heart. Or
well,
Manta, actually. If he does Manta, they can just, they don't even have to go high ground. They can just use his illusions to do it. Yeah, if he has Heart, they could just high ground.
Yeah, I actually heard when Phantom Lancer hits hard.
Oh,
like,
he's already hitting decently
Yeah,
hard.
I was gonna say, like, okay, he's already hitting quite hard to begin with. But yeah, you're right. As we do see Gem of True set up on NS, he only count towards that one ward though, and this is actually, Yol.
Oh god.
What are you doing, Yol? You're dead. It's gonna be that. Last 2 up on NS though. Spike Carapace goes on, and NS does go down. That's a Gem of True set on the floor as Arsart will get picked up as well. This is RoX.KIS with 2 kills on the board. Illidan coming in as well. Nexus. His BKB already run out. He does take the Aegis down though, but will end up going down forward as well. TP out from Tron. He will be able to get out alive. BZZ running away with a bug on his heels. Let's see if we can get away from the harassment from another bug. Tame Wild, of course.
Nice.
TP in, blink away towards the other side and gets recalled by the Keeper of Light. Hey! Yul's level 6.
Yeah, it's like, remember that ability that Keeper of the Light is supposed to have but didn't have until like 2 minutes ago? Yeah. There you go.
Hey,
it's neat.
But this is some kills going the way of RoX, and it's actually not that bad, but it does buy some time for Illidan. In the meantime, you build up some army. He's able to harass at tier 3 with it, but Illuminates will of course be one of those better turtle abilities.
Except until Heart, and then he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a great fight for VP, frankly. The initiation was in a weird spot. They did get the gem back. It's now on Weaver. And he finishes Desolator. I love this item, and I think it's the perfect item for a team that's seeking to transition into going high ground. Yeah,
and Tame Wild actually was the one to get the gem in the end, so virtus.pro, they didn't lose it with an S going down. That was the first time that an S died, by the way. Ooh, Vendetta. Where is Arsart gonna go? Like, everybody's sitting in their base, and he should know that.
Yeah,
and that's a hard ready, by the way.
It's level 2 Vendetta, though, so he can almost chain it. Level 3, of course, you can perfectly chain, but even level 2, it expires with not that much time left until the next one.
Yeah, you're right. In the meantime, yeah, everybody's sitting in a base. The question is, virtus.pro, are they gonna throw or not? And that's something that RoX.KIS is hoping for, of course. But I have to say, like, look at the net worth. Nexus is actually catching up a little bit again. We have the gold graph, though, 15k in favor of virtus.pro. Experience graph, same story. I mean, no surprise there. But net worth for Nexus is not looking as bad anymore.
It's not. He has managed to. The great thing about Alchemist is he's one of the heroes who least cares if, like, stuff's being just pushed. Even when you're down Raxes, he's one of the heroes who cares the least about that because of the mechanic of Greevil's Greed. Yeah. Now, of course, all he has is a Battle Fury and a BKB, so he's not really contributing. Like, all that 11k net worth isn't worth very much when you come to a 5v5 situation. But if he continues to leverage and continues to get levels and farm, yeah, the Alchemist will eventually...
Arsart is so dead. That was such a cocky play.
It really was.
And that was just feeding. Like, he didn't have anybody of his team around there. Maybe they can get a return kill up on Yol in the mid lane. The Fuse Blade was already used. Vanskor actually sitting there hitting illusions, not quite sure what he is aiming to do. Telekinesis up on the real one, so that's nice. But in comes the Lance, and that might actually be enough to take down the kill because of that. No, actually, no. 30 HP, he's running, he is safe. Home safe, nicely done. Meantime, tier 1 tower, top goes down, and Nest sitting around knows he can't do anything there. He is gonna, actually, nice! He glimpsed back Queen of Pain. BZZ cannot defend his bottom lane. He was just sitting there waiting to glimpse someone. Glimpse back the one that has been doing most work since the start of the game. And that will result in a tier 1 tower. Or tier 3 rather on the bottom lane. Virtus.pro, nicely done. That was actually really nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, really good glimpse plus split push, and of course that Desolator. I mean, frequently you see the Desolator picked up on Nature's Prophet to split push, but because they know Xi isn't getting that great farm, and because they might want to put up the Scythe of Ice soon, having it on the Weaver allowed for very, very strong pushing. They actually have now 3 heroes who can all push. They've got Nature's Prophet with the Treants, they've got Weaver with the Desolator, and Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, we got a big smiley face being drawn by Yol. Not quite sure why, maybe he just picked up boots.
Harsh. I mean, Arsart, I think even a couple more deaths for Nyx Assassin he'll be okay to still win. If he's just preoccupying the time of RoX.KIS, then the rest of them can still do their pushes.
Yeah, look at BCZ and Tron. They're looking for KXE, and they are able to find him. Blinking Lasso, Shadowblade, Das Lasso. There we go, they can kill him. That's him, dead. Dominating. Actually, that's a bad fight that's dominating. He is 4-1-5. He is doing really well for his team.
Yeah, Tron is really solid. He's a really solid player. He did get Blink a little late because of the issue of dying when he was about to make it, but Illidan trying to return the favor onto Nexus here, but I think this Alchemist is okay.
Yeah, Nexus actually was able to clear out the illusions fairly fast with help of the, of course, the Battlefield as well as the Maelstrom, and that was pretty solid.
It is. Maximum AoE build is a good way to go here because the illusions are starting to get very scary post-Heart. So I like this choice for... If you're going to have the Battle Fury, you still want to add the Maelstrom on, in my opinion, just for enough AoE. Because the Illuminate's no longer enough now that Heart is on the field.
Yeah, and Weaver in the meantime pushing middle, able to take down the tower as well. I mean, that's going to be the Knight Tower nonetheless, but it doesn't really matter. Tower dead is tower dead. Doesn't mean that the gem is not here in this bottom lane, and that's where the Sentry Ward is actually... I'm not allowing Arsart to try and do something here.
Yeah. I think that VP just doing the right thing with the split push. I mean, just continuous pressure in 2 lanes. Eventually you're going to lose Raxes. I mean, that doesn't actually cause you to lose the game with Alchemist, like we said, but it will set you quite a bit behind. Yeah. And just the support levels concern me as well. Yol and Vanskor are going to fall apart in a stiff breeze, like just because they're so far behind levels-wise.
Yeah, one big team fight and they're gone. Like, the illusions, the static storms, everything, the Nature's Prophet ultimate on itself, look at the HP. That was just Keeper of Light. One Nature's Wrath and 1 Illuminate send out that got countered. Actually, Arsart, he's being saved right here. Nah, he kills himself again by walking away. He got dragged out of range of that Sentry Ward. Of course, actually, never mind. There was, of course, a gem up on Vanskor. In the meantime, though, melee Rax on the mid lane gets to half HP. Arsart does go down, of course, in the end. But nonetheless, not really too bad. Especially now that Tamer Wild can get this Rax here still. Another ward being countered here, and this should be melee Rax. Vanskor, he can Vendetta try and do what he can, but I think heal doesn't matter. Lincoln's actually drops down some of that, and that's gonna be a glimpse back. But no kill just yet. Maybe he'll... Oh, God. That's so incredibly painful. Tamer Wild. Shukushi himself away. No vision there. And that's gonna be... everybody out of virtus.pro again, and that is also, by the way, a Maelstrom. A Mjolnir, rather. Ready up on Nexus. But yeah, the melee rank still dropped, and there's really nothing that RoX.KIS could have done. They did actually the best they could. They didn't die. Applause. They killed off the, like you called it, the double Ravage, which is nice. But they still aren't able to defend their ranks.
Yeah, it's too difficult with the amount of damage, with the advantage that VP are bringing to actually defend Rax. They're gonna have to settle for the fact they're gonna be down 2 melee Raxes pretty soon and just try to win some other way. I mean, the fact is Grievel's Greed will compensate for the lower bounty on the units, but they have to start winning fights outright, not just not losing the game.
Yep. That's gonna be the ages for the PL. Airman with that. Airman who picked himself up the level 2 diffuser blade, got 2,500 gold to boot, and...
Yep.
How much time does RoX have?
Not much. I mean, he has the Mjolnir now instead of just the Maelstrom. That gives him a little bit of defensive utility as well as offense. I like this, but VP are just racking it up as well. Weaver Heart, which is a great item for such a low survivability hero, gives VP the tools to push even more aggressively. Once they get the second set of racks and they start sieging the tier 3, that's when I go into panic mode as RoX, because sure, Alchemist is fine against super creeps, but mega creeps, at that point they can avoid losing for a while, but I'm not sure they actually can win.
Yeah, we have got two-sided devices on the map now, because of course Seek was able to get one, as well as BZ, so he has got that one for the next engagement, pretty decent for the Queen of Pain. We also have a Blink Dagger up on the support Disruptor.
Yeah, that means that the effective glimpse radius, like range, is like 3,000 units.
Yeah, Glim's back here, BKB turned on, he's able to walk away, but he still takes a lot of damage, still ends up going down actually, Lasso up on Tamer Wild. Of course he still has his heart, he's not able to get bursted down, it is Nyx Assassin that will still get the kill up on Vanscore, and that's actually a team wipe. The only one that's alive is the one that bought back. It is a GG. It is going to be virtus.pro that takes home this best out of 3 after losing game number 1, taking 2 games in a row, and making it to the playoffs for, of course, the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament.
There's the double Ravage, by the way. He hit a 4-person Impale and then suspect Carapace to follow. Yeah. It's insane.
That is insane.
Nyx Assassin's so good when he can get levels.
Yeah, and the Blade Meal helping out a little bit there as well. I mean, that was just, like, very fast.
Yeah, I mean, after you get the Alchemist even through BKB just with massive Weaver damage.
Yeah.
And then they wipe everybody else with a 4-person Impale, Static Storm, blah de blah. VP just looking really crisp after a very sloppy game 1. I feel that they pulled it together. In game 3, I feel they were slightly aided. I honestly think RoX.KIS made some questionable decisions as far as development and lanes, but it doesn't matter.
They thought that the game was gonna take longer. That's why they picked up the Battle Fury, but because Weaver had such an amazing mid-game, they were able to just roll through.
Yep. Yeah, I guess that'll be VP, so this means VP advances, right?
Yep, it does. Together with IC Cup. IC Cup was the team that actually won against virtus.pro yesterday. I just want to point out though, like, virtus.pro, every single series in this group stages of Group A that they've had has been going to a 3rd game.
Right. Even the next KZ games were epic.
Yeah. And the next KZ should, in theory, like, next KZ got rolled over by RoX, like, literally, like, there was no doubt about that RoX was gonna take those games, no chance of comebacks, etc. But virtus.pro, it feels like sometimes they're just playing too safe when they are ahead. But this game was still quite decently done, though. But I mean, yeah.
VP sometimes have trouble, like, taking a game where they're ahead and turning it into a win.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they don't draft pushing compositions, sometimes they do, but they don't actually push, and I don't know. This game was good. I mean, they had the Nature's Prophet, the Weaver went a push-oriented approach, and PL, of course, a great pusher.
Yeah, and
just a good draft, good execution. I was really impressed with VP. It looked more like the VP I know, and not like whatever the hell that was in game 1.
I fully agree. Of course, this is the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament. You can get giveaways. You can get a free PC if you win. You don't really have to do that much for it. Just like on Facebook and enter your email address and you're done. You can do that on gc.corsair.com. So it's really easy. Just go there. And you can also win keyboards and mice and headsets and all that jazz. So just do that. It's really easy, really simple. And I want you to have free stuff, basically. I want my viewers to win that stuff. Of course, I've been here with the Statsman Musik. You can follow him on Twitter, on twitter.com/musicstats. And of course, my co-caster, Vykromond. Follow him on Twitter, @Vykromond. And any plugins, extra, and shoutouts, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, people can check me out on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, as well as my own website. Just Google VYKROMOND. Shoutouts to you for letting me cast Sheever. It was good times. Shout out to everybody involved in setting up the Corsair tournament. So the staff at Corsair, of course, GGNet, BT at Beyond the Summit as well, and letting a lot of different casters cast up the event in multiple languages, which is always cool to see, even if it does make the lobbies come up a slight bit slower. And yeah, shoutouts to Musik for doing the stats today, and of course the inimitable K-pop TZ for doing the stats earlier. And my viewer shoutout of the day is actually Genticle. He also fed me that line about Casey and the Sunshine Band, which I was very happy with.
What was the Casey and the Sunshine Band?
When they were Radiant doing the Roche.
I don't think I noticed that one.
That's okay. I say a lot of stupid crap, and I don't mind that you don't notice some of it.
Okay.
Anyway,
hope some of the viewers got it. Yeah, thanks for being here. Also, of course, the Musik we just did a shout out in text, as you could see. Yeah, we'll be jumping ourselves out of this game. I won't be playing pops. I will be making VODs of all the games that were there today, and hopefully get some extra, what's it called? I actually don't know the word, but actually get some extra attention to the first game that we saw today. because that was quite a good match. And with the first game, I actually mean IC Cup versus RoX. That was that game, right?
Game 1 of
Yes,
IC Cup versus
that's
RoX,
the one
yeah,
I
that
mean.
was
So that's the one
sick
I
game.
want to try to give it some more attention because it was an amazing match. So if you
I
missed
think
that
so.
one, you should watch it.
Yeah, and also like there's stuff about like I think Alliance and VP was going on at the same time, so a
Yes.
lot of people had missed that game, but it's well worth watching. It was a crazy game.
I fully agree. Why does it look like Nature's Prophet is a monkey there on the bottom half?
What?
Oh, wait, I don't know.
I
It
don't
looks
see
weird.
that.
Anyway, thank you for being here. Outro time. And have a good night. Oh, and stick around for watching commercials, because that's awesome. Oh, my XSplit does stupid things again. Yeah, restart the stream.